Hello, welcome to the Golf Swing Weekly Fix. This week we're going to talk about drills. I'm going to give you some drills to deal with some I've got three classic issues coming up here. We've got the early extenders, so hips going forward as they come in to hit the ball. We've got the over the top down swings as well coming at you here. And we've also got the backswing takeaway off playing kind of movements as they take the club away, which we're going to deal with. So we're going to give you some drills to try and fix these problems. This is a great time of year to get out there and practice these movements, start drilling some of these movements. Now all these swings have been sent to me via my app called Golf, just here, which is available now on iPhone, so in the App Store, also on the Android market. These sets of swings here are a combination of Androids and iPhones. So first video here, first weekly fix using some of the Android golfers. So really excited about that. My name's Mark Crossfield. Let's get out there and see if we can get you playing some better golf. Right guys, early extension. So this is the first movement from the top of the backswing, is to try and push your hips towards the ball. It's changing the angles, all these positive angles you put in at the start with your spine angle. It's trying to undo those by straightening your back up, almost round your back to hit the ball as your hips push forwards rather than turning through. It's a common fault. It's a common fault amongst good players. It's a common fault amongst beginners as well. Look, first thing you want to think about with early extension is making sure you are quite loose in your body, quite warmed up and ready to go. There's loads of videos on YouTube showing you how to do good warm-ups and testing and screening to check if your body is loose in the right places to be able to do this movement. Check them out. Just write in early extension drills and you'll find loads of people telling you how to warm up and exercise the right part of your body, because you've got to be loose to be able to do this movement. This movement on the way through, where you see these world-class players turning through without the hips going forwards, is a stretch. It's a big old stretch to get out there, which is why lots of us choose not to do this movement. We choose to do the more body-friendly, easy movement. So look, drills to help you try and get the feeling of not early extending, of staying in your posture through impact. First one is just to hit a few shots with a completely open stance, so feet together, both toes pointing at the ball, and then left foot about a shoe's width back behind the right foot. This will give you the feeling of opening up through the ball. You can hit shots doing this just to see how easy or hard it feels. You'll feel how your left pocket and hips feel like they're moving away from the ball. Certainly if you're someone who does early extend, then this will feel very alien to hit balls like this. So it's a great way to get to the range and warm up, get the feeling of opening up your body. So there's your first drill. Second drill you can do as well. This is more of a test, but you can use this. Just place your arms on your shoulders and then see how good you are at moving take your postures if you're going to hit a shot. See how good you are at moving your hips independently of your shoulders. So can you turn your hips while trying to keep your shoulders quite square? If you can, then there's a good chance you can get this early extension fixed. If you can't, then this is where I relate back to those stretching exercises that you'll find all over the net. If you're not flexible enough to do that movement there where you keep your shoulders quite still but can turn your hips independently of your shoulders, then you've got to do some conditioning, some stretching to try and get that movement in there. Now the third thing, and this is the most valuable thing I think for early extension, is actually practicing off course. Okay, hitting balls is fun and good, and open starts and all that helps, but my experience with this, my most successful students are students who have practiced off course at home in between sessions, 10 minutes, half an hour, as much as they can spare each day. And the best way to do this, get your bum up against the wall, don't need a club or a table or a chair, make some shadow swings, really feeling that your backside stays connected to this thing you've got your backside up against as you make some good posture swings. So let your right foot come up, make proper follow throughs, trying to keep your backside back on the way through. The more you do that at home, the more you do that off course, where you're not getting complicated by getting confused by trying to hit good shots as you make this movement, then what will happen is the more flexible you'll get, and when you bring that feeling to the course, you'll hopefully be able to recall some of those feelings you've been doing all week. So what you've been doing all week is hitting imaginary shots, pushing that backside back, and then you're literally going to bring that to the range and try and put it in there. So if you want to really fix early extension, in my opinion, you've got to be flexible, but you've also got to be able to do more practice off course. Forget this thing and forget this thing. because it complicates it when you're doing such a complicated movement, such a unintuitive movement. Obviously, first movement for you guys to move forwards rather than turn open, it'll feel very different to do that. So off course practice will help. There's 3 drills there to help you with early extension. Let me know how you go with them. Okay, next problem we see here from these swings is the classic over the top. So up to the top of the backswing and want to try and come over the top and hit across the ball. It's a common fault day in, day out across the world. Golfers are getting in this problem. First drill, they're trying to feel or fix the over the top movement. Look, close stance this time, feet together, pointing at the ball, right foot, a shoe's length back, a left foot, hit some shots along that foot line. So aim your club at the target, look at the target, but try and start the ball more all down the right portion of the target, nothing left. Really get the feeling of hitting more from your side out to the ball, getting along the line of those feet. The more you can do that, the more you'll start to feel that different club path, that more inside attack. Very hard to come over the top in this drill because you'll feel like you're going to hit yourself. Let your shoulders stay back as you do it. Don't let them open up. Really feel like you're going to start the ball out to the right. Now, lots of people find this hard because they've never started the ball out that way. So what happens is they're so conditioned to starting the ball to the left that they find it hard to start it out to the right, which is where this drill will help. For people who come over the top, you've got to learn how to start the ball down the right. If you certainly want to try and hit a draw, if you're going to hit a successful draw, it's got to start right of target. And this is a great way to do it. You'll find most good players can draw the ball, fade the ball, and hit it straight to order. Now, the reason they can hit it straight to order is because they can start it out the right, draw it back, and they can start it down the left and fade it back. So they know where the middle ground is. If you're someone who is always coming over the top, then you need to learn actually how to push the ball successfully. So proper out to the right push, even if it doesn't spin back, because that is the beginning of a draw. It's giving you both sides of the story. So you can think, right, that's under plane, that's my normal over the plane. So then you can find out where the middle plane is. You've got to get both sides of the story to fix that. The other great drill for fixing over the top actions, and I have a lot of success with this, is using one of my favourite teaching aids. I know I've used it before, the swing guide. Okay, now the swing guide is it helps you understand what the club face is doing in relationship to your body. Lots of people I see who attack from over the top is because they have to. So what I mean by that is they're attacking the ball with what we call an open face, a face that was going to point off to the right. They don't want the ball to go to the right, so they try their hardest to swing to the left, to start it up the left, and that's where we start seeing those big spins, so the contradiction between the club path and the club face. Now, for lots of people, when you get them using the swing guide and thinking about trying to purely release the club as early as possible on the way through, so not even think about the downswing, make their normal downswings, but with the swing guide here, try and get it posting onto your left forearm as early as possible. So almost before your hands get above waist height, so between waist and shoulder height, get that posting onto your left forearm. What that does is it completely releases the club, so it gets rid of this temptation to hit the ball with the open club face, and it's the open club face that's encouraging you to come across the ball 9 times out of 10. So with lots of my students, I find that if you get them using the swing guide early, get that posted on their left forearm straight away, what happens is they hit a few left at the start because the club face releases, they swing to the left, so it's a double left. But after about 5 or 10 shots of successfully posting this on their left forearm, so basically using the club face more successfully, their club path starts to straighten up without them even thinking about it. Because the same way you react to the open face by coming over the ball, if you get used to hitting the ball with a face that's releasing almost too early, so it's going to turn to the left, you'll naturally start to hit through the ball and out of it, and you'll want to hit through the ball and out of it. You won't want to give it the over the top and release because it won't make sense. Your coordination will take over. A few good drills there, guys, help you with the over the top. Hope that helps. Post comments as always, let me know how you go. Right, guys, swing plane, takeaway issues, common. You see loads of swings here where people are getting in messes, outside, hinging wrist too early, very common inside attack on the backswing, really pull it under plane on the backswing. It sets the theme wrong for the whole swing, really. So Let's talk about takeaway drills. Best takeaway drill. Look, swing sticks. Get 2 swing sticks down by the ball. And what I want you to do is get them so the ball's at the front of the swing sticks and the majority of the swing sticks are behind the ball. And I want you to try and make sure the swing sticks are pointing at the ball, at the target, sorry. Then what I want you to do is just simply put about a club length behind another ball right in between the 2 swing sticks so it's in line with the one you're going to hit. Now the reason people get underplaying often or over, excuse me, with their club path, their takeaways, is because they don't actually realise where a straight line is. They think they do, but they're slightly out. So what I mean by that, if you set these swing sticks up and simply take the club back trying to cover the second ball. So as I take this club back, I'm trying to cover in perspective as I look down from here. From my start position, I'm trying to cover the second ball, which remember is directly behind the first ball. For most people who certainly take the club underplaying, they will say if they do that, they'll feel like they're taking the club what feels outside to them. Okay? Now if I do this, take the club straight back, post it over that ball behind me, and then just literally drop the club down, what you'll see is the club actually is inside of this straight line. It hasn't gone back in a straight line. Even though it feels like it has, because perspective is playing its part here, what will happen is the club actually is coming slightly on a gentle inside curve. But to me, as I take that club back, I feel like I'm taking it straight back. And that is often the issue, the fact that people don't feel that when they are taking it on plane, that they're taking it in the right place. So it's this kind of level of trust that you need when you're fixing takeaways. This is where cameras and stuff really work. If you're having lessons, go to people with cameras who can show you this. You're not wasting time having to try and persuade someone if they're underplaying or overplaying. You can just show them a picture instantly. So taking that club back, great drill this. Set yourself up to the first ball, take the club back, post it over that ball so it's covering it, and then try and hit one. You'll feel that it puts you on a completely different plane. You'll feel that it's hard to strike the ball because you have this pause, look back at the ball as well. But it's not about hitting good shots. This is more, again, about drilling. Drills are about producing an activity or performing a movement over and over again till it becomes more natural. And it's more the case of you learning to persuade yourself where a straight line is, because where you think your straight lines are often wrong. Now another good drill for fixing takeaways, this helps people who get disconnected on the backswing where they want to just use their wrists, so they want to break up this positive angle from the beginning, okay, is just simply to place the club into your tummy button. It's an old drill, but it works well. Hold down the shaft, so off the grip onto the graphite, in my case metal for most, and just take a couple of backswings where you rotate your navel with the club, so it's all connected, hands go back, just a couple of feet the club goes back, and then the club pulls off your navel to try and get parallel to your feet line, which is obviously parallel to your target line. Again, you'll find if you do this with the drill set up in front of you, you'll find that the club still posts over that ball. You'll find that it still puts it in the same position as we were just doing. Then let it come away, so it's parallel to the old target line, and then from there you can try and make a swing. 2 good drills there for takeaway. If you get your takeaway set on a better theme, it's going to help the whole swing follow a better theme for better shots. As soon as you introduce angles or set the start of the swing off plane, corrections have to be made, and if those corrections aren't made, you're going to be hitting some duff shots. Look guys, hope that helps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all soon. There we go guys, thanks for watching. Hope that helps. Lots of drills there. Look, got my 2 apps out here, iPhone, Android. If you want to get involved in the Golf Swing, the weekly fix, simply get the app, send the video through there. I can collect it easier in a format I can use in the show, and I'll try and use as many as possible. Hope that helps you with your golf. Let me know, post comments as always. You can comment on Facebook here, links in the bottom. I'm on Twitter as well, again links in the bottom. And obviously comment on this video or on my channel, let me know how you're getting on. Hope those tips help you with your golf, and we'll see you all soon.